This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Wednesday, the 30th day of October in the year 2019. Here is what we're tracking tonight. Guyana is now set to see first oil earlier than expected. In a new report which was released this morning by the Hess Corporation, the president of the company, John Hess, announced that oil production in Phase 1 of the Liza development is now targeted to begin in December of this year. The Stabroek block is operated by ExxonMobil with a 45% interest, while Hess has a 30% interest and CNOOC has a 25% interest. Oil production was initially set to begin in the first quarter of 2020, but according to the Hess Corporation CEO, in September the company announced its 14th discovery in the Stabroek block at Tripletail, which is offshore Guyana, and the companies are now targeting December for first oil from the Liza 1 development. The announcement is coming at a time when there is still concern among Guyana's private sector about local content provisions for the oil industry, and as the country has started preparations for elections in March 2020. In a separate statement today, the CEO of ExxonMobil Guyana said the company's schedule has always been first oil by early 2020, and he said based on the company's current schedule, there is a possibility that production will begin before the end of this year. However, he noted that there are several factors that could affect that timeline. The company's top priority, he said, remains the safety of its project workforce in its operations and protection of the environment. The Liza Phase 1 development, which is now targeted to start production in December, is expected to produce up to 120,000 barrels of oil per day. The Liza Destiny production and storage vessel, which arrived back in August, will be used for the first phase of the oil production, according to the report from the Hess Corporation. The Hess company also announced today that the exploration and development of drilling activities are continuing on the Stabroek block. After completion of operations at Tripletail, the Noble Tom Madden drill ship will next drill the Euro 1 exploration well, located approximately 10 miles east of the Liza 1 well. The Stena Carron drill ship is continuing drilling and evaluation activity at Ranger 2. The drill ship will next conduct a production test at Yellowtail 1. And the Noble Douglas drill ship is currently conducting development drilling operations for the Liza 1 project. A fourth drill ship, the Noble Dawn Taylor, is expected to arrive in Guyana in November and will drill into other areas. More news coming up in just a moment.
Tired of long lines? Register with MyGTT at mygtt.co.gy. That's mygtt.co.gy to view and pay your bills from anywhere. Enter to win an Amazon gift card worth $25 or a bounty voucher worth 5,000 Guyana dollars when you sign up today. GTT, do more.
The Guyana Elections Commission would be conducting a claims and objections exercise from the 1st of October 2019. During this exercise, objections to the inclusion of the name of anyone who is suspected not to have met the eligibility requirements for inclusion in the PLE could be made only by an elector who is listed in the same divisional list in which the person being objected to is listed, or accredited scrutineers of political parties, providing any such scrutineer has monitoring responsibilities for the division in which the person being objected to is listed. Objections can be tendered to the registration officer of the registration area from the 1st of October 2019 to the 11th of November 2019. You must present the relevant original documents in order for the transaction to be completed. Don't delay. Visit the nearest GCOM registration office today. For more information, visit our website at www.gcom.org.gy. Follow GCOM on Facebook at Guyana Elections Commission. Contact us on 225-0277-9 or 223-9653. Email pro@gcom.org.gy or the nearest GCOM registration office.
Fuel it up and drive, Super 95. Fuel it up and drive, Super 95. Protect your fuel system, boy. High mileage and performance, boy.
Guyana Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose Guyana's Super 95 gasoline.
Fuel it up and drive.
Guyana, the moment you've been waiting for is here. It's the Ministry of Education's Guyana Teachers Union 59th National School Cycling, Swimming and Track and Field Championships on November 17th through 22. Come see top student athletes and teachers from 15 sporting districts compete in intense rivalry. Cycling at the National Park, Georgetown. Swimming at the National Aquatic Center, Liliendal, November 18. And on November 19 through 22, the track and field at the National Track and Field Center, Leonora. Action starts 9:30. The National Championships where stars are born. Powered by Malta Supreme, Hits and Jams Entertainment, and NCN.
The International Committee of the Queen's College of Guyana Alumni Associations invites you to Thank You QC Concert and Cultural Evening in commemoration of Queen's College 175th Anniversary, Friday, November the 1st at 2000 hours at the National Cultural Center, featuring from Queen's College alumni, UK and European superstar vocalist and songwriter David McCalmont, and Netherlands-based multi-talented singer, tap dancer and performer Andy Ninval. Cultural show directed by Subraj Singh. Come and be mesmerized, dancing, acting, and so much more. Music by the QC Reunion Band. Tickets cost $20 US or 4,000 Ghana dollars. For further information and tickets, contact the Queen's College office during working hours, the Cultural Center box office, or call 687-9488. Compliments of GTT 94.1 FM, Gaisuco, Mid-Atlantic Oil and Gas, Mix 90.1 FM, Nisil, Top Brands Distributors, and 97.5 Mad FM.
There once was a man named Stan whose business needed a new plan. Christmas was coming, this much was true. He needed some help but didn't know what to do. Then fast as a flash, 3 helpers did come from Republic Bank. They came with some. One had low interest rates, one reduced equity, one with approval so quick and easy. Now Stan is the man and his business is booming. Christmas is good and he is winning. Reach more customers and boost your business with a Republic Small Business Loan today.
Welcome back. 2 weeks after the discovery of the bodies of 2 quarantined Berbice fishermen and the disappearance of 2 others, investigators have made a breakthrough in the case and have arrested and charged 2 men for the murders. Other suspects are being sought this evening. Appearing in court this morning in Berbice were 30-year-old Narayan Danraj of Belvedere and 22-year-old Suresh Sundat of Belvedere squatting area in Berbice. They were charged for the murders of fishermen Vishnu Siram, Marvin Tamasar, Lamar Petri, and Ajay Kisoon. The bodies of Siram and Kisoon were discovered bound when they washed up on the seashore. The bodies of the other 2 fishermen are yet to be recovered. The 2 who appeared in court today are accused of attacking the 4 fishermen out at sea and chopping them about the body before dumping those bodies overboard. They were not required to enter a plea to the indictable murder charges. The suspects have reportedly told investigators that their intent was only to rob the fishermen, but that plan changed once they boarded the fishermen's vessel and attacked them, and the fishermen put up a fight. The fishermen departed number 65 village on the Quarantine Coast on the 5th of October for a 2-week fishing trip, but never returned. Days later, the bodies of 2 of the fishermen were found, while a search continues for the bodies of the other 2. The chairman of the Guyana Elections Commission, Justice Claudette Singh, has decided that the more than 25,000 persons who have failed to pick up their national ID cards in more than 10 years will be removed from the voters list if they do not pick up those cards during a 21-day period. Justice Singh made that decision yesterday at the GCOM statutory meeting. The commission is expected to publish the names of the persons who will be given 21 days to uplift those ID cards from the first date of publishing of the notice. The commission is also expected to make other efforts to contact the persons who are still to uplift those ID cards. Opposition-nominated Commissioner of GCOM, Says Gunraj, expressed some disappointment with the decision and said it could be viewed as unlawful.
I am of the considered view that this is an unlawful decision because it imposes an additional requirement on persons to be allowed to vote. And for that reason and that reason alone, it can be considered unlawful. There are many other reasons why that is considered unlawful, and I will leave that at that.
In Guyana, a voter is not required to use a national ID card to cast a vote, since the registration documents that the polling day staff would have in their possession would contain the photograph of every voter next to their names and details. Government-nominated Commissioner Charles Corbin explained to reporters that if the persons who did not uplift their ID cards fail to respond within 21 days of the notices, their names will not be extracted to be included in the revised list of electors and the official list of electors.
Those persons for whom we had made efforts to locate previously, that we will follow the procedures in the NRA, which will include publication of those names in possibly the newspapers and so on, in addition to sending notices directly to the addresses which GCOM has on record. And should they fail to respond within 21 days, then their names will not be extracted to be included in the RLE and the official list of electors.
The claims and objections period is currently ongoing and will wrap up in the next 2 weeks. Guyana is set to go to the polls for elections on the 2nd of March in 2020. While Opposition Leader Bara Jagdeo today expressed surprise and disappointment at the decision of the Chairman of the Elections Commission on the issue of registered persons who have not uplifted their ID cards in more than 10 years.
I believe that what you see from APNU commissioners now is the preparation of the ground. They have their instructions from Congress space. Try as much as possible to disenfranchise people within the GCOM machinery, but that will be difficult to do, failing which, prepare the grounds for a legal challenge after the elections.
The GCOM chair at the Commission's meeting yesterday ruled that those persons who have not collected their national ID cards since 2008 will get 21 days to pick those cards up or be struck off of the voters list. Mr. Jagdeo said such a move would be illegal. Speaking at his weekly solo press conference, the opposition leader said the matter should not be treated as if it's an objection.
GCOM should issue national identification cards, not for the purpose of voting, but because Guyanese above 14 years can get a national ID card for multiple use in the society. It has no direct relationship to your presence on the voters list or you voting. In fact, that has been ruled upon already. You don't need it to vote. And so that function, trying to link the two, your collection of an ID card to losing your right to vote, is an affront to Guyana, to Guyanese. It's illegal.
Jagdeo said it is clear in his view that there is an attempt by some in the Guyana Elections Commission to remove the names of persons from the voters list through a backdoor process.
If the chair rules, then that presupposes like both sides make a submission. But it's not a court of law. And therefore, they raise the issue of illegality and all of that, inconsistencies, but no explanation. So this is why when the chair comes to the public domain, the media could say, what about your decision? What about the Constitution? Why should I lose my vote? You know, because I didn't pick up a document that is not a voter's card. It's a national ID that is not for elections. The national ID is for multiple use.
The opposition leader has now issued a call for the chairman of the Elections Commission, Justice Claudette Singh, to explain her decision. He said she needs to answer why she sided with 3 of the commissioners in a process that he believes could disenfranchise thousands of Guyanese. He said his concerns are not political, but rather about maintaining the fairness of elections and allowing all eligible voters to cast a ballot on elections day if they wish to do so. Still in the world of politics, with a plan to tackle Guyana's problems urgently, the newest political party in Guyana, Change Guyana, was officially launched last evening at the Pegasus Hotel. The party is headed by businessman and owner of the Pegasus, Robert Badal. He will serve as the party's presidential candidate for the next elections, while well-known chartered accountant Nigel Hines will serve as the prime ministerial candidate. In front of their relatives and special invitees, the two founders of the new party unveiled their plans for Guyana under a Change Guyana banner and encouraging more Guyanese to join the party. Prime Ministerial candidate Nigel Hines.
I now seek your support to serve all Guyanese. I know there is doubt about Change Guyana's ability to vastly uplift Guyana's economic development. But if you believe, like me, that we can unite Guyana, that we can overcome what divides us, then together we can transform our standard of living for the people of this beautiful country. I ask you to join the Change Guyana movement and let us utilize the abundant resources that God has bestowed upon us.
The presidential candidate, businessman Robert Badal, said better decisions and policies need to be put in place in Guyana, and his Change Guyana party will do just that. Mr. Badal pointed to the downturn in the bauxite and sugar industries over the past decades as proof that the country has been badly managed.
This may come as a surprise to all here, since I was involved in the quest for change 5 years ago when the coalition came to power. I was never a member of any political party, contrary to what some may believe. My only support for that change was based on my view then that the government of the day had lost its way and their actions conflicted with the interests of the electorate.
In the coming weeks, he said the Change Guyana movement will continue to roll out its plans and programs. Let's tell you now that the members of the STEM Guyana team that represented Guyana and won a gold medal award at the recently concluded First Global Challenge in Robotics were celebrated today at an event hosted by the First Lady at State House. Team Guyana returned to the country yesterday with smiles after ranking 39th in the competition that featured over 190 teams from across the globe and winning a gold medal award for having robots that operated well. The event was held in Dubai. At today's appreciation event, First Lady Sandra Granger said robotics was first introduced officially in Guyana in 2016, and based on the enthusiasm of students, this led to the opening of STEM clubs across the country.
When Team Guyana was among 195 countries which participated in the competition in Dubai, Guyana placed 39th, which is in the top 25% of the 190 countries which participated. And people might say, what is 39th? That is not first, but became first because we were awarded by the judges the Albert Einstein Gold Medal for Excellence. Our team that went to Dubai was drawn from Enmore, Hague, Georgetown, and Tamari, and they were supported by an extended team in Guyana and in the diaspora.
Education Minister Nicolette Henry congratulated the team and said that the Ministry of Education was pleased to be associated with STEM Guyana and looks forward to closer partnerships in the future. The founder of STEM Guyana, Karen Abrams, said that the competition was significant because it was where Guyanese talent met opportunity, adding that the children of Guyana overcame many roadblocks to be resilient.
So, in my mind, talent is equally distributed, opportunity is not. And last week in Dubai, Guyanese talent met opportunity, and our young people prevailed. 190 countries were represented, and the children of Guyana overcame many stressful roadblocks and displayed remarkable resilience.
The STEM Guyana team has offered thanks to GTT and Tulu Oil and the government for their support of the team. The members of the award-winning team were Ariana Mahace, Sahif Singh, Carl DeSantos, Shamar Stewart, Joshua Reese, Marianne Backus, and Daniel Eastman. Across the Region is coming up next.
Enter the GBTI Quick Cash Christmas promotion and make it a Christmas to remember. members, you get up to $500,000 easy for anything you want this Christmas. Plus, enter for a chance to win fabulous items for your home. One complete 7-foot granite top base kitchen cabinet, one sectional suite, one 5-piece dinette set, and complimentary baskets of goodies. Apply at your nearest branch or online at www.gbtibank.com. GBTI, we see Christmas through your eyes.
Hey Guyana, it's time to celebrate with us once again. In honor of our 23rd anniversary and Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we are having a pink dot sale. That's right! Come down and check out our Mapit items with a pink dot for 20% off. From our Ocean Peps felt tip markers to the Mapit Twist and Flex ruler that never break, all at reduced prices. Come on and cash in on the best deals from now until October 31st. Celebrate with us at our Burbies branch, Kwamina Street, and our newly renovated Crowell Street branch. Remember to look out for our Mapit items with the pink dot. Metro.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right. Walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong. Be the one to live right.
Saturday, November 2nd, put on your dancing shoes and party like never before at the Pegasus Poolside when the ICQC and Queen's College Board of Governors present the Queen's College 175th Anniversary 70s Team Party. Get out and be a part of this auspicious event and partake in the sumptuous 3-course buffet dinner. DJ TC out of Canada, the house DJ, and the QC Reunion Band will keep you bouncing from 8 hours right through. Tickets are $50 US or $10,000 and could be obtained from the Pegasus front desk, Queen's College office during working hours, or call 687-9488. The Queen's College 175th 70th Team Party, Saturday, November 2nd at the Pegasus Poolside. You can't afford to miss it. Compliments to Soro Resources, Mid-Atlantic Oil and Gas, and 97.5 Mad FM.
The Department of Tourism, in collaboration with the Guyana Tourism Authority, the Tourism Association of Guyana, and the Ministry of Agriculture present Agri-Tourism Expo at the Arthur Chung Conference Center on November 1 and 2 under the theme Linking Agriculture and Tourism for a Greener Future. Attractions include beekeeping and honey production techniques, agri-based foods, craft, cultural and heritage sugar tourism, rum tours, farm produce, natural oils and juices, and health spas, and lots more. Mark the dates, November 1 and 2, Agri-Tourism Expo at the Arthur Chung Conference Center. Admission $500 for adults and $300 for children. Linking agriculture and tourism for a greener future.
The Guyana Elections Commission would be conducting a claims and objections exercise from the 1st of October 2019. Persons have until the 4th of November 2019 to make a claim to be on the list if you will be 18 years or older by the 31st of December 2019, a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or registration, a citizen of a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for a period of no less than 1 year preceding the 31st of December 2019, persons who require changes or corrections to their particulars as stated on the preliminary list of electors, such as names, occupations, and transfers in relation to their addresses, can also do same during the claims and objections period. You must present the relevant original documents in order for the transaction to be completed. Don't delay. Visit the nearest GCOM registration office today. For more information, visit our website at www.gcom.org.gy. Follow GCOM on Facebook at Guyana Elections Commission. Contact us on 225-0277-9 or 223-9653. Email pro@gcom.org.gy or the nearest GCOM registration office.
Across the region right now, the government of Antigua and Barbuda has been given the go-ahead to secure a loan of $15.8 million to purchase additional shares in regional carrier Liat. On Tuesday, the Speaker of the House, Sir Gerald Watt, authorized the resolution and members of Parliament voted for the resolution, which is expected to yet again recapitalize the failing airline. Prime Minister and Minister of Finance Gaston Brown anticipates that the changes will make Liat more efficient and profitable, but warned that it could come with cuts including reduction of salary and wages. September 11, 2019 was when the finance minister said he negotiated a loan to fund the acquisition of the additional funds, disclosing that the loan will be termed over a period of 10 years at 6% per annum, with an annual repayment of about 6 million Eastern Caribbean dollars. That's about 2.2 million US dollars per year. Well, Chilean President Sebastián Piñera has pulled out of hosting a major United Nations climate change conference as anti-government protests continue in the country. He said that the decision had caused him a lot of pain, but that his government needed to prioritize re-establishing public order. The conference, known as COP25, was scheduled for December. Chile also pulled out of hosting next month's APEC summit, which was expected to draw the US and Chinese presidents. White House officials said President Donald Trump had been planning to meet Chinese President Xi Jinping at the Asian Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit, scheduled for the 15th to 17th of November to discuss a possible trade deal. At least 20 people have been killed since the mass protests began in Chile. While many protests were peaceful, there were also deadly incidents of arson and looting, as well as violent clashes between the security forces and protesters. And finally tonight, international news. Former US President Barack Obama has challenged the woke culture, telling young people the world is messy. He made the comments at the Obama Foundation's annual summit in Chicago on Tuesday. Mr. Obama said that calling people out on social media does not bring about change, and that change is complex.
There is this sense sometimes of the way of me making change is to be as judgmental as possible about other people. And that's enough. Like if I tweet or hashtag about how you didn't do something right or used the wrong verb, or then I can sit back and feel pretty good about myself because, man, you see how woke I was? I called you out.
Mr. Obama's comments come as Democrats prepare for the 2020 presidential nomination race. So far, there has been a focus on how woke candidates are, with a number apologizing for past incidents. Woke is described as being alert to racial or social discrimination and injustice, along with being aware of what's going on in the community. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting.